And I think you're a genius. You make me look good, and that's why we're together, and I picked you.
Well done. Thank you for letting us do an interview with you, darling.
This is stupid!
Uh-oh, she's burst out. No! Because, Katie, these are all our things. These are important.
But they don't have an effect as much as I do, because I control the pussy.
Give us a cuddle. That's really, really brilliant. No, Katie.
Private plane in Austria at midnight. Arrive in LA at 4 a.m. Pick up Russell, noon, take off, or as late as Katie prefers. And travel 8,000, 7,000 miles.
Yeah.
The mandate from Katie is to tour for 2 weeks and then take 3 or 4 days off to spend time with Russell.
I mean, it'll make you tired going back and forth.
It's fine, right? All right, Bradford. We can do it.
She will spend 3 days there and then get back just in time for the show.
Got like a lot of people waiting. Do you want us to check back in 15? I'm just so tired. So should we just go ahead and push everything to after for sure? Well, obviously your show's most important. Maybe you think that another little power nap would help. We can clear everyone out of the room and just give you a quiet 15.
Well, no, we wouldn't be able to do a meet and greet then. You know, it's either now or never.
Being in love is the dream, and then the reality of making it work with the marriage is not like the movies. There's a lot more compromise, a lot more sacrifice. You know, or else it just won't work.
We didn't realize what was going on in her personal life at that time. I think Katie shielded most of us from the reality of what was happening.
This next song goes out to all the lovers here tonight.
In the very beginning of me getting into the industry, I would, you know, be out and about, and I would hear girls or actresses or musicians or whatever, you know, they would say, oh no, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't want to have to choose between being in a relationship and having a career. And I thought to myself, well, when I get to know that, when I find that person that's going to be my, you know, life partner, I won't ever have to choose because they'll be accepting of me completely for who I am. Not me being able to just like do whatever I want necessarily, but they won't be threatened or have weird motives or whatever. They will be accepting of me, the things I love, the ambition, what I aspire to be, what I want to create. They'll be accepting and supportive. And then I started to realize, oh my God, that's not true. That's not, like, that fairy tale that I had is not true for me right now.
Hey Russell, any additions to the
At that point, I thought this ain't going to go much further than this, you know.
You find married life boring or exciting or what?
They both loved each other. Unfortunately, she's exploding, right? I mean, not just casually, you know, having a hit or two, but exploding in a way that, I don't know, a couple people in the history of the music business have. She wound up going on tour for a year, and she was flying all over the world, too.
Hello. Road less travelled. Because I got famous, a charity called Comic Relief had asked me to make a contributory film. And we just go there and go, hey, look, this is what's happening in Africa. Send us some money, call the number on the bottom of your screen now. I think, oh yeah, it's going to make me look good. It's a sort of a prestigious thing to do. They took me to Kibera in Kenya, to this waste dump, miles and miles of rubbish as far as the eye can see. Children forage there for recyclable goods to sell. That was one of those things that I couldn't comprehend.
Little bottle tops and stuff. Awesome here. There's like loads of syringes lying around. The medical waste is dumped here. Oh, she's bleeding. Are you all right, darling?
Going to Africa, that hit me really like, oh my fucking God, I'm living like this life. And like there was children foraging among these pigs, these wild pigs that lived on the dump, cattle chewing through sort of cellophane with mad rolling eyes. A woman picking up melon and eating it out of like rubbish. It was hell. This is hell. We're creating it. We're all participants in that. The same system that gives me loads of money and sticks me in a mansion and puts me on the TV does that. It's the same thing. As a white millionaire coming here, I mean, I feel like it's almost vulgar. On some level, you sort of cut yourself off from the reality of it, because otherwise, how could any of us live with it? How could I go home? After it, there was a point where I was like at some fashion show with Katy, and it's like the most ludicrous artifice and pageantry of the fashion world. I couldn't get my head around that on one planet, you could have that fashion show happening in Paris, and that poverty happening, the distinction is imaginary. What the fucking hell am I doing fulfilling these selfish objectives? It doesn't actually make any fucking difference. What you need to do is change the entire culture. It hit me really, really hard. And then, like, you know, what I realised is this fucking realisation is that you get on with your life. Since then, I've been to more fucking bullshit fashion shows. I've been to more premieres.
Russell, what's wrong? You all right?
I think anyone who's experienced fame knows, of course, there's a toll you pay when you become famous, and that is the intrusion into your personal life. And then the self-loathing you feel when realising, if you're to be honest, that you've brought it upon yourself and you're reluctant to step away from it. And you can step away from it. You could instantly step away from it, but you don't.
I'm associated with the very thing that I detest. Vapid, vacuous, plastic, constructed, mindless celebrity. That's the sea we're swimming in. Ian, was he married to Katy Perry?
Wow, Russell's pushing everybody there. Whoa! Come on, Russell. What's up, Russell?
Maybe the downside to fame is there isn't one. It's cool. I like it. It's got me some great tables in restaurants. Never paid for a ticket for anything for 20 fucking years. Free drugs. Beautiful wife. Great kids.
It's definitely good I'm with someone I love, and it's also good, I suppose, that that person is a pop star. But I think it's not a resolution to anything spiritual.
No, that's the key thing to it. It's not a full stop.
This is my suspicion, that at some point, to be happy, I'm going to have to walk away from all of it.
Yeah.
I've bought that thing.
That's interesting. That says a lot.
Does it?
Yeah.
What's it saying?
You're a man of no taste. This is a lovely house.
You really... No, I'm just saying you really shouldn't whinge. You want the confirmation that actually life is easier if you're just kind of living in a sort of 2 up, 2 down somewhere, but you're sort of blissfully happy with your wife and kids.
But that ain't what I want.
Okay.
What I want is a spiritual revolution and a complete global change of thinking, a whole new ideology and a new utopian existence that is free from the tyranny of the material and the tyranny of choice, wherever you happen to land on that.
That's a bit
ladder.
rich coming from a man who's got a rifle lamp.
I won't have the rifle lamp in the utopia. I'll give that back.
Okay.
I'll flog that for a real rifle.
Sure, yeah.
For the revolution.
What you basically want, then, is to be a guru of sorts.
Yes. Now we're getting closer.
Okay, like a David Koresh.
Much more like David
right.
Koresh than I currently am.
Thank you all for being here. Objecting to the...
Change is possible. Then it's possible. If you believe it, then it's true.
Would you bring your wife to this? Do you think she would have a...
kind of protective of her, you know, to be honest. And I think that she's 26 and she's in it, you know. But do you find that is a conflict with what you want spiritually and what, you know, you or we do professionally?
I don't want to give all this up, but I do get worried. Like, for instance, when we watched that Buddha documentary and Buddha had a baby and a wife, and the story goes that he left them because he was afraid that he'd get too attached. I mean, I think you're a genius. You make me look good, and that's why we're together and I picked you. But you don't have to, like, give all of it away to prove a point.
Well done. Thank you for letting us do an interview with you, darling.
This is stupid!
Uh-oh, she's burst out. No! Because, Katy, this is all our things. These are important.
But they don't have an effect as
much as I do because I control the pussy.
On Friday, after 14 months of marriage, Brand filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences.
It was Brand who announced the divorce last week. He texted me saying he was divorcing me. Work commitments and especially her hectic schedule contributed to the failure of their marriage.
Now, that's unconfirmed, but that is one reason for the split.
He could have gotten $20 million from her, and he walked away.
Fame can be very corrupting and corrosive phenomena in people's lives. I think it's the right thing for her to pursue what she's pursuing. I mean, she's like a massive, famous pop star. I think that probably takes a lot of energy and focus and will. I think people are going in different directions, in possibly opposite directions.
I can hear you still.
What's with these tears, Katy?
I don't know.
So you gonna get through this show? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Is it?
She feels depressed.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we have a trinkets box.
Let me see that. Oh, it's not meant to make you upset.
What is that?
It's a necklace that she got for her birthday from Russell. The day after she got it, she thought she lost it at the venue.
You have a lot on your mind right now. You have two options. You can cancel the show, or you can do your best.
Start, Todd.
All right, everybody, here we go. Let's stand by house light, stand by on off.
Yeah, but you still miss it.
Yeah.
Okay, again, everyone, this is closed. Katy Perry, 21.
I'll tell you the truth, is that, I mean, I'm a romantic, and I kind of believe in this fairy tale. I mean, and in some ways, I think that's always been to my advantage, because, like, if you can believe in something great, I feel like you can achieve something great. I have that same belief system with everything, from career to my life, my personal life, everything. And I will do everything it takes to not fail. And I did everything it took, but it still failed. The bad that comes along with the good is a journey. And I learned so much from that journey.